We're gonna start. We're streaming right now.
We're on right now? All right.
Okay.
Welcome to the Shadescast.
Well, we're starting soon. That's that.
Oh, shit.
All right. I want to put this out. So I want to put the link out to like my Facebook. If you would humor me, I am going to switch this account. Industry pop. Actually, we've gotten like three more subscribers. Look, we're there. I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna copy this link and send it to my Facebook. Peeps, my peeps, my peeps. Where my peeps at? I'm gonna say that right here. Can you see this?
Hold on. I'm researching.
Where my peeps at? Streaming live.
Where are you posting this at? On Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Where are my peeps
Shit.
at? Streaming live. Shadescast episode 3.
Oh, I don't know if I want to wear these sunglasses. I might be switching it up.
We throw shade and wear shades too.
I was wondering why I couldn't see out of these things. There was little kid fingerprints all over them. Little sticky booger fingers all over. Brandon, you're so good at this. Why are you so much better at this than I ever could be?
I'm getting better. Well, I've been watching people that actually like make hundreds and thousands of dollars, right? But they do it they don't even they get people to donate, but not like in a charitable way. It's like if you support this content, and then if you want me to respond to you.
Oh yeah, I think they're called super chats.
Yeah, it's pretty epic. But then again, like the comments or the content and the comments, but the content.
We don't have a chat.
I know we have to. That's the next phase.
I gotcha. You know what you got to get for the chat? It's a program called Social Stream Ninja.
Social Stream Ninja.
For some reason, Ninja is always in the title of all these tools. I don't understand.
Okay, well, are you ready?
I was born ready.
Here we go.
What you snacking on? Something yummy?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Can I get a hell yeah? Look at those fucking cats. Look at those cats.
Look at those cats. They got lasers.
Lasers coming out of their eyes, just like MOOZER and I do tonight.
That's why we have sunglasses on.
First Sunday of the month. And I'm feeling it, ladies and gentlemen.
It's the first Sunday of the month.
I got my spinny chair here. I'm doing 360s. I'm like Vince Carter in the fucking dunk competition. Woo! 360 windmill.
360.
Against the grain. And then you got Stevie Francis coming right after. Like, he's 6 foot. He's maybe not even 6 feet. And he's like Mighty Mouse jumping and dunking. That's how I feel right now, ladies and gentlemen.
He feels so good. He's had a Bloom energy drink and he is feeling phenomenal.
I just opened it. I'm just opening it. I'm smelling it. The fumes are just getting me all hopped up. Well, here we are. This is Shadescast episode 3. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Is my audio on?
Yeah.
We go through this every time.
No, I can see the things jumping on OBS, so you're good.
Things jumping. get the
That's the
product.
technical term for it.
We're getting things jumping here, ladies and gentlemen. Shadescast episode 3, Sunday night in this month. I'm feeling very proud today. Actually, I'm feeling very proud. Like, what is it? The 7th day of the month?
What are you proud of?
I think I'm proud of lesbians, gays, bis,
People having gay sex.
all of them.
We're just so proud of all of these people who love having gay sex.
That's what I'm proud of. I wrote a story, not a story.
Very
I
important.
wrote an article, and it was Greek and Roman mythology, and it was a college course. But I
I'm
was
big
also
on that. I love Greek and Roman mythology.
I do too. But I was also taking AP English Shakespeare at Texas A&M, and I was
Okay.
taking them together. And so in Shakespeare, we were reading about Plutarch's lives, right? And the Greek and Roman mythology that Shakespeare would write about based off of that. And one of the things that stood out was that, like, yeah, okay, they made Achilles seem like he was a badass, but he was also grooming his cousin.
Yeah, he was. That was in that movie, Troy.
Yeah. But this was a bigger institution of the schools. The schools and the higher level education was actually a where older men would tutor younger people, and it was called pederastry. Pederastry. And so I wrote about it in the context of the Greek and Roman, I guess, the class, but taking what I learned from Shakespeare, of course. And then when I handed over the actual hard copy to the professor, he was like, "Well, what is yours about?" And I told the class. He was like, "Should I wear?" He goes, "Should I wear gloves before?"
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they used to wrestle naked. The Olympics were completely naked back in the day.
Really?
Yeah. All the men were just naked. And they would do feats of strength and wrestle each other.
I mean, I think that, like, over time, it's better that they're not.
I mean, I'd be up for the, naked Olympics.
But then you could see, like, if it's a biological male beating beating the fuck out of a woman in a
That's right.
like combat, then well, we could see if it is really a male or not. And so, like, well, back then during the Paris Olympics, of course, and I'm French, I can talk about this in this way. It's that, well, you had men beating women on live television, and then them saying that, well, no, you have to be respectful. That is biologically somewhat of a woman. So she qualifies, or it qualifies, as a woman.
It's like Andy Kaufman. Remember Andy Kaufman used to wrestle women?
Yes.
Yeah, hilarious.
But then come
Love
to find out that that was really a man. So when that person is beating the living hell out of a woman, that's called abuse, ladies and
Wait, are
gentlemen.
you talking about the boxing match in the Olympics?
Yeah.
And that man was beating up all those women?
And then the Italian woman was like, "I don't want any of this. This is abuse." And then everyone's like, "Oh, well, she's not inclusive."
She needs to include men in women's sports.
That was obviously a male. I mean, like, and
Yes,
then
it was
the
clearly a male.
gall of these guys to, like, act like they've won something after they've beaten a woman.
I just don't understand. There's a reason why they're separate in the first place. Right? And I don't see women entering into men's sports and beating the shit out of men. But I do see the reverse of
Well,
that.
I mean, what's wrong with women playing sports
Against other women?
Yeah.
Besides it being boring as hell and unathletic, got nothing.
I mean, but like on a scale of like women and physical like ability, I mean, there's women who are faster than me. There's women who can lift more than me. There's women who could kick my ass.
They're
I
outliers,
respect
but
them
yes.
for that. But they're women.
I don't know if there's any women that could really beat me up. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, I'm sure there's.
I don't even know if there's women that can run faster than me, and I'm slow. Brandon, we're fast. What are you talking about? We both ran track.
I can still run a sub 6-minute mile. Okay.
Oh yeah, easy. But I was running like 4-minute miles.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because it's Pride Month.
And that's right.
And
we need to have pride in people sticking their wieners in buttholes.
I'm an ally. I'm an ally.
Yes.
And I'm allowed to talk about this.
We need to take pride in men giving homeless people, homeless dudes, blowjobs in the back of restaurants. Okay? There needs to be pride in this, in these acts of degeneracy.
I was insensitive for not condoning that.
Wait, what? We didn't condone it?
I did not condone that. But years later, I realized that there was
the error of your ways.
Errors in my ways. I should have really just...
you should have went out there and celebrated. You know, like pop some confetti poppers, you know. Woo! Pop champagne. Fuck yeah! Suck that homeless dude's dick.
These types of things need to be talked about more. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And I don't think we talk about dudes plugging each other's buttholes enough.
Well, I mean, when you say it like that, it sounds offensive, but that literally is what it's about.
That's what we're pride. That's what pride's all about.
It is.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I'm, like I said, I'm an ally. I've got a lot of gay friends. I mean, I marched in 2016 in New York. I mean, it was cool, but it didn't matter because not everything was about sexual identity. It wasn't about that. It was getting to that point. 10 years, it's, you know, like there's been this transmorphosis of the narrative
slope
of the narrative. There's been this change in that. Well, now, and I sent you an article. Was it by Brandon Smith?
Yeah.
And
the guy with the hairy boobs.
Well, and the whole movement has literally been hijacked, right, politically, by the Marxists.
I mean, I lived in New Orleans a long time, and it was always pretty gross.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Again, I don't care.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I don't care. So
like gay people are funny.
Gay people, I don't care.
You know, but like there has been a hijacking of the movement, just like you know, people are gonna be like, oh, well, you know, you're white and stuff. Well, I mean, I know black people, and I know I can view society. The black community has been hijacked by
communists in their church. That's how it began. Yeah, if you read a book called Color, Communism, and Common Sense, it's written by a black guy who basically he was a high up person in the communist movement, and basically they took over the pulpit, and communists took over all of the black churches and started preaching communism essentially in church, and that's how the black population, you know, kind of fell from grace. They were very respectable Christian people before that.
Well, and then as well, I mean, like there has been a directed attack against the black community because it was a part of the foundation of like the US. It's like, okay, well, our differences are our strength. Well, then why is the government introducing crack to the communities, and then why is the establishment
to make
money out rat?
Oh yeah, and then rat. Yeah, That's just the global mafia. They're drug runners, they're
See, that's
arms
how
dealers,
powerful the
they're
black community actually could be. But then you have like Black Lives Matter, and then it's a
that's the
massive
Communist
money.
Party,
Like
yeah.
back in 2020, I'm like, well, this is obviously a communist money laundering scheme. And I talked
For
to
sure.
black people about it, and they were like, no, you don't understand. That's
That's what the
racist.
communists
But
always
then
say.
now it's like
You don't
now it's
understand,
like out in
man.
the open, like they like a lot of these people who are leading these movements saying that they're Black Lives Matter, that they're leading this, and they're getting arrested for like buying all these palatial mansions and laundering all this cash.
Did they get in trouble for that? I didn't think they actually got in trouble
I
for
don't.
that.
I mean, I just know that it's happening all
They
over
should
the
they
US.
should have gotten it was a huge scam. Yeah.
So
So what's your point now? What are we talking about here?
we're talking about Pride Month and
Oh,
these
yeah.
allocations of time for segments of the society, of our society, when it should be like,
If gay people want civil unions, that's fine. Like whatever. That's totally fine. I have no problem with that. I do have a problem with Pride Month itself, though. I feel like it has been taken over by the communists, and it has become this thing. I don't think people should be out celebrating their sexual preferences in public. I don't. I mean, like,
I'm all about the cohesion of like people coming together. Like I said, I was in the Pride March in New York, which is like the biggest. There's like 2 million people there, and I was with friends. It was like there was like a cohesion. There was like people who were really happy about themselves, and I love that. Okay.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I mean,
But what's happening is that it's becoming weaponized, and those good people and those good intentions are becoming weaponized, and
it's
then
become disgusting.
but then you see the parody with like corporations. It's like, okay, so just in some
Yeah,
Twitter
yeah.
icons, it's like, okay, well in the US they'll do this, but in the Middle East they won't.
Well, when you
So
start
that's
seeing
that's like again,
when you start seeing gay pride floats that are sponsored by like arms dealers, and like weapons manufacturers, you're like,
Lockheed Martin.
why is Lockheed Martin funding gay pride month? I don't
It's a
understand
big
this.
fucking dildo.
Dildo rockets, fucking rainbow flag dildo rockets. Yeah, I mean, like,
I don't know why, I don't know why I started this, but like it's
yeah.
been on my mind. And there's a lot to talk about. We only have an hour. I think I've spent about 10 minutes on this, but like
We're 30 minutes in already.
well, I mean, I already like I went to a drag show. Okay? I went to a drag show.
This is where it's all going.
Okay? Went to a drag show last week. I mean, it was all good fun,
Yeah, that's what they used to be.
Yeah.
That's why it got weird when they started wanting to do them in front of kids.
Well, yeah, and that's
See, and that's the line that, like, I don't think none of this should be public stuff. Like, none of a drag show is for adults that you go to like a bar where you're carded to enter into the establishment, and then you get to see a drag show. When they start doing this shit in public, and this is why I have a huge problem with Pride Month personally, and all these pride parades and stuff, is they're exposing themselves in public to children, and it is disgusting. And I don't honestly, they shouldn't be exposing themselves to anyone if that person is not a willing participant in it. It's become very gross. I'm just not a huge fan. Like, I'm all for, whatever, civil unions, and gay people are fine with me. I don't have a problem with gay people at all. But I think the spectacle of it has become very disgusting.
Yeah. The corporate, this is how you know that something is co-opted, is when corporations are like all in, right? And they're
Yeah, I think it's really weird that all these corporations, and like sports teams, like, and all sort of, like, it's everywhere, and
So
it's really
wait, so
bizarre.
all of society can then, like, all of like the mainstream narrative can push that, but then like if someone, like, there's this dude, I think he plays for the Chicago Bulls in the NBA. He is a devout Christian, and
Yeah,
he's
right.
like,
And
I
so
don't. He's like, I don't
you're
really like that. But then it's like, oh, you don't like that?
yeah.
Whoa, whoa,
It's fine
you
not to
a
like that.
bigot. Like what? Well, I mean, come on. Like, let's have an open
Well,
dialogue. Like,
it
what?
sounds
Why
like
can't
they're
we have
bigoted.
multiple?
What it is they're bigoted against Christians who don't think that that is actually appropriate. So really, the bigotry is always against Christians. Always. If you ever look at any example of anything going on in society, it's the bigotry is always towards Christians. Always.
And that is by design. That is by design because Christianity has created independence. It has created almost, and I was talking about this earlier, a rugged individualism, right? Where
Right.
you then go to God. It's a communion between you and God, you and Christ.
Right.
Okay.
Individualism versus
you
collectivism.
and the state.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. Collectivism is evil. Individualism is great. Because all of your rights are derived from being an individual, not from being a collective.
Being here. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is God that gave you those rights.
Right, exactly.
And so, like, what is it? G. Edward Griffin.
Yeah, I was just watching him on Alex Jones. It was so good.
I've
been following that guy for decades.
Really?
G. Edward Griffin's one of my favorites. Yeah. Him and John Coleman are amazing, and they've been amazing for decades.
I mean, he's 94.
Yeah.
And it was just
Still sharp.
I learned so much in such a short amount of time. And he boiled it down. And then when you think about collectivism, it's like, well, what's wrong with being a part of a collective? Well, like at the grassroots, really, like, I guess
What is it?
nothing
What
wrong
is
with
the
that, but
collective?
it has to be founded in individualism and your own personal rights inherited through the creator or your own creation. You were born, it's not going to be a boot stomping on your face for eternity, right? So then collectivism is utilized by essentially those at the top of a feudalistic system that want to funnel power, control, and money into themselves. And so on the ground level, they use things like communism or socialism to then take power away from you, give it to the state, and then funnel it into themselves.
Yes.
I'm done.
Yes.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my soapbox. All right.
But a collective has no definition. There is no collective. Without the individual, there's no collective. So it all boils down to if you're a part of a collective, you have no identity. But if you are an individual, you do have an identity. And all of these collectivist ideologies are built essentially to strip identity. Like if you look at what happened in Maoist China with the communism, that all of the people had their heads shaved, they all wore the same clothes, both genders. Everyone was essentially a collective unit.
The Chinese used to have long hair.
And then they just mass slaughtered people because you don't have rights as a collective, because you're not an individual any longer. You are a collective. And so when they can say, oh, for the collective, the greater good of the collective, we need to kill 10 million people, then they can do that because you don't have rights as a collective. You only have rights as an individual.
Right. Absolutely. And then the state makes those decisions, or the people within the state, and they justify those decisions based off of, this greater good. And people get swept up in it, and we're humans. We honestly, like, this Star Trek utopian world just doesn't exist. And so that's why individualism is self-protection. It is the inherent knowledge that you are given these
Inalienable rights.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, that's what I think about what's going on right now. At least when it comes to these like collectivist months that they say, because like, for example, Black people are amazing. But then they have
Sure.
then they have, this whole month that's rolled out. Then they have like Juneteenth and all this. Those are divisive tactics to put one group against another.
Yeah, they're communist, collectivist holiday things.
And
Yeah.
okay, so like slavery was horrible.
Have you
Okay.
noticed
They started lumping all black and brown people together in like one
I know.
collective.
I mean, like
right?
we've got like Indian people and like Mexican people saying the N word, and I'm just like what? And like, but
They
They lumped white people into a one huge group. We're all different. I'm not French at all. I have no French blood in me. So me and you are different. I'm Polish, like Polish German. I'm not French. The Franks and the Gallic tribes or the Germanic tribes, they fought all the time with the Romans as well.
yeah,
None of us are the same. But we've all been collectively lumped into this white category, which is stupid.
well, see, but that's a part of killing the identity of nation states and those cultures that would fight
Yep.
back against a blob of world centralized government. And the people at the top, they're even though okay, they may be born, let's say they're born in the United States, they're a U.S. citizen.
Sure.
Look at the Council on Foreign Relations. Those people are not real Americans because their policy and what they do is not for America.
Can we stop and talk about the Council on Foreign Relations for a second?
Yeah.
Because John Coleman gets into this, and it is so great. I really wish you'd watch that video I sent you of his speech about just basically all of the things. But he talks about the Council on Foreign Relations and how the Council on Foreign Relations has always controlled the Secretary of State, which right now is Marco Rubio, right?
He's a globalist for sure.
And everyone's all sucking Rubio's ding dong for one reason or another. Oh, he talks so well and he handles the media so well and all this stuff. That's because he is the messenger boy of the Council on Foreign Relations. He is their messenger boy essentially, and he might actually end up becoming president. Who was it before? It was Hillary Clinton before, right? She was the Secretary of State under Obama, right?
Yeah.
All of these people, they're just puppets of the Council on Foreign Relations.
Secretary of State under Biden. Oh my God, I can see him. He was playing guitar at a bar in Kiev. Like this is when like massive war and like thousands of people are dying a day.
Anthony Blinken.
Anthony Blinken. Yeah. And
Yes.
just like playing guitar and just like having a good time at karaoke in like Ukraine. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like thousands of people are dying.
Yeah.
And then this is your diplomatic position for the rest of the world? And then he meets with the Chinese and he's
We're
across
still funding that war, by the way. I think we just sent another $9 billion.
I know. God. It's fucking clown world. So, but Blinken is like sitting in Alaska across from Chinese diplomats, and they're literally pointing their finger at him, like lecturing the Secretary of State and our diplomats on racism. And
The
it's
Chinese
like,
are doing that?
yeah.
Because they know that racism, which is a made-up word, is a tool, essentially, a word that is used. It's a communist word that can be used as a tool to manipulate people. It's one of these communist labels, essentially. It's all made-up words. There's no such thing as racism. There's the only thing that exists is bigotry, or prejudice. You can be prejudiced. I mean, whether you think that's right or wrong, but the racism itself is not a real thing. It's made up.
Yeah. Well, and here's
It's a made-up term. It's the same thing, right? Anti-Semitism, right? Like they can spin the same like word over and over and over a million different ways. Islamophobia, right? Like it's all it means the same thing, right? Like it's all like racism or whatever, but it's all just made up shit. Like nobody.
There's only one human race. So it's like ethnicity,
that's
it's
even
culture.
right.
There's one human race, right? If we're doing if we're gonna go down the Darwinian explanation, right? Well, then we're all just one human race, and then that explains everything. And so there should not be racism. It should be more ethnicity and like actually more nuanced. So it's a major contradiction. It's like, okay, you're racist, but we're all humans. So
Sure.
but you're making, but then we teach
It's a made-up
socialist
word.
Darwinian.
It doesn't mean anything. It's just a made-up word. It's just a way to slander people and label people.
I mean, come on, like evolution is so flimsy. It's like, okay, well, if I were going to be in a debate and I'd talk about like, well, evolution, and someone were debating me about evolution, I'd say giraffe.
You could say shark.
Giraffe. Where is the predecessor? Where is the evolutionary progression?
Sure. But also, like sharks have been the same since forever, and so have sturgeon. Sturgeon still exists. That's a dinosaur.
Crocodiles, like, where's the evolutionary jump? Or are they more of a
they might be smaller now, because we have less nitrogen in the air or oxygen in the air or something like that. Also, I think the funny thing about that is the whole global warming thing, where they're like, "Oh my God, the Earth's getting warmer," which makes more of the Earth habitable, right? Like the more of the Earth is habitable, and it becomes greener when it's warmer. So there's more oxygen in the air, there's more area to live, and they're worried about like
cow farts,
icebergs melting and. Like, have you ever put ice cubes in a glass of water and then they melted and then your cup overflowed because of all the ice that melted? It doesn't make any sense.
It's the same surface area.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Same volume. It's already there.
Right. Actually, I think ice takes up more because there's air involved as well. Like it's trapped in the ice.
Thinking.
But yeah, like there's so much shit when you like really actually start thinking about it. It just doesn't make sense with all of the crazy, initiatives they're trying to push. The green initiative, the carbon, they got to get rid of the carbon, which is just humans. They just want to get rid of humans.
You can't say that. So I told a Chinese person, this is when I was in China.
There's too many damn Chinese people.
I was like, no, I told him, I was like, listen, there is a concerted effort to reduce the population. Yes. And a lot of these people are making policy in the United States to do that across the globe. And he said, you're crazy. That would never happen. Why would anyone try to kill their own people?
He's kind of lives in China?
Yeah.
He's Chinese. Did he not remember Maoist China?
I was just like, and then I wanted to kind of debate him on that, but I was like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't. He was a military man, a really nice guy, but I just thought it was like so, just like people need to freaking grow up.
70 million people were murdered under Mao.
And so, and eugenics is a policy.
I guess you can't say that though. If you're in China, they'll probably throw you.
Yeah, you can't say.
You're right. Can't say that in China. So that's probably why he believes that.
But now,
no one's allowed to tell the truth there.
There's been a massive shift in their whole population policy. Is that they're actually paying people to have babies. Like they've banned K-pop. They're paying people to have babies. Okay. And they're
How are
basically
those two connected?
because they don't want girly men.
Oh, gotcha. They need manly men because they're trying to build up a military or something.
Exactly. So they're
Yeah.
building into a military to fight a massive war.
Sure. Who are they going to fight it with?
Fucking like India, Taiwan, the United States. I mean, they're sending all these
I don't think any like I'm pretty sure Americans are kind of checked out on the whole war thing.
It freaking like I want to do this, but for those out there, this would be a great exercise to go and ask AI how many times Trump has said or flip-flopped on his socials that on this war. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, a million times. Yeah, I was literally just listening to that before we started the podcast. How many times he's flip-flopped?
It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, that's pretty much all he does. I think it's hilarious that anytime he's like, "Oh, we have another ceasefire," and then Bibi's like, "I'm gonna go blow up another Muslim country,"
Or I'm
and
gonna
then Bibi's never the bad guy, right? It's always the Muslim country that got blown up. That's the bad guy. And it's like, oh my God, like,
and then they're killing thousands of Christians in Lebanon. So what
Yeah.
the fuck? And then banning Christians from going to like
they did that in Gaza too. They blew up a whole bunch of Christians in Gaza as well. Not just Gazans, but the Christians there got blown up.
See,
They're just mass slaughtering Muslims and Christians all across the Middle East.
So, you know,
I don't know.
Yeah,
If
this
you
is a
really
unifying
look at
thing for the left and the right.
Yeah.
This is a unifying
Yeah.
thing for the left and the right.
Sure.
Which is global evil. And the mindset behind what that evil really is could be different. But I think inherently we all know that we should not be behind a mass genocide.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
what's
right now
happening?
we're funding a genocide of Christians in Russia and Ukraine.
Exactly. I have Ukrainian team members. I have done business with one of my tech companies with Ukrainians, with a Ukrainian company. I don't know how many of them are alive anymore.
Yeah, they were getting kidnapped and sent to the front lines. I remember that was going on.
One of the guys, I followed him on Instagram. He was literally building drones and selling them.
That's pretty cool.
But it was like tech development, drones, and haven't seen a post from him in like a couple of years.
Yeah, I don't like what's going on. I don't know why we keep funding the genocide of Christians across the world. Seems like we're killing them even in our own country with poison.
So that's the other thing. So, okay.
I have a weird theory. Can I throw it out there?
Please.
All right. So you know how they keep talking, like, Bibi keeps talking about, like, oh, Iran's like 2 weeks away from having a nuke, and he's been saying this for forever, and that they're going to nuke America. Of all places, the second they get a nuclear bomb, they're going to go nuke America, right?
Okay.
I have a sneaking suspicion that is his plan, and that he wants to nuke America, and that I think he might actually try to do it at some point, maybe succeed, and then try to blame it on the Middle East, on some other country that we need to go blow up, like Syria or something.
The guy's is absolutely insane.
He's a psychopath, yeah, for sure.
It's not just him, it's a lot of people behind him that are, theological, ideological zealots. And there's a lot of people behind them, even on the quote Christian side, the evangelicals. Yeah. And it's just
the brainwashed Christians that think that the Jews can do no wrong. So anything that happens that Israel does is okay.
And I know a lot of Jewish people. I love them. They're
same.
They're great people. But they're not the extremists. Okay, right. So just like you can have Islamic extremists and white nationalist extremists, you can also then therefore have other types of extremists.
Yeah, and they're generally a very, very small portion of the population.
So, but in okay, so
Because I'm pretty sure even in Israel, they were about to get rid of Bibi right before the war started.
Extremely unpopular.
Right before October 7th.
Parliamentary.
They were about to get rid of Bibi.
Yeah, it's parliamentary rule, and the moment that war stops, then that person loses power, just like Zelensky, right? That's why he's like literally banned elections, banned the Orthodox Church, right? Banned other political parties. But he is.
We're saving democracy, okay?
What the fuck? The exact opposite.
We're saving democracy. You know, it's hilarious that our podcast
is about the Azov Battalion. People don't know what this is. More people do now, but the Azov Battalion is remnants of the Nazis, literal Nazi ideology that like the Ukraine was the battlegrounds in between Germany and Russia.
Right.
And
because Russia had the Holodomor, right, where they starved a whole bunch of Ukrainians to death. So the Ukrainians joined forces with the Nazis because they didn't like the Russians, and then they, some of them kept their allegiance to the whole Nazi party.
Absolutely. I mean,
neither side was good in that war, and I think the more evil side won, though. Like both sides, two evil entities fighting each other, and I think the more evil one won because America got pulled in through false flags and communist State Department.
It just doesn't make any sense because, like, you meet amazing Russian people.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know tons of amazing Russians, tons of amazing Ukrainians.
I can't imagine why we would like try to kill each other.
A lot of them share even the same language. Like the
sick.
Sorry, the Eastern Ukraine, they speak Russian, and they even voted to be annexed as part of, like, to become part of Russia. Honestly, even Putin hated the USSR. He was totally like, and that's what Gia Griffin was talking about. And sorry, Alex Jones was talking about. That, like, Putin was not a fan of the communists. He hated the Bolsheviks.
Well, because they were actually more Orthodox and Christian before that.
Right. So it was actually, and he even admits that the Bolsheviks and the USSR was an external thing that happened within their country. It was not a Christian Russian thing. It was an external group of people that came in and did this operation. Which I think it all the Bolsheviks, I feel like, it all goes back to MI6 and England and.
Well, it's a destabilization effort that was funded. Like, I mean, the Bolsheviks and the communists, just in general, were funded by the Rockefellers. And if you read their books and like the artists, like
Rothschilds, not Rockefellers.
Well, even the Rockefellers too.
Rockefellers funded both sides of the war just to make money.
Well, like, I mean, they were also like Frida Kahlo's, what is her husband? He was commissioned by Rockefeller to do communist art pieces in New York, and that's like in old newspapers and stuff, and they're quite open about like, yeah, they did that. So it's like, so why would these quote capitalists, these pure capitalists, want communism? Well, back to what we were saying is that it's an operating system that centralizes power out of the individuals into a very select few. And so, I mean, we can go on and on, but that's just kind of how like the system works. And right now, I think that there's definitely an the system is flipping on its head, and it's like, who's going to win? Are the Zionists going to win? Right?
The same people will always be in control. They will never lose control, and everything that you see that you think is some sort of potential win or that we're fighting back and we're making headway is all planned. They plan out the progress as well as the decline.
So do they know that a meteor is going to hit? Do they know that a volcano is going to erupt? Like, what is it going to take?
I don't think it has anything to do with natural disasters, but
is that the only thing that can save humanity?
From the people that print the money?
Yeah.
I think honestly, I think if we move away from a collectivist mindset back to an individualist mindset, that we could finally break away. America did break away. Like it was a breakaway country. We broke off from the collectivist, and that's why they fought so hard to stop us from breaking away. And then when we did, they've been slowly trying to undermine us ever since. And they've definitely infiltrated every facet of our society. Now we use their fiat currency. We have the Federal Reserve, which is part of the central banking system. And now we're moving to central bank digital currency, which is going to be even worse. Totalitarian control.
Unpopular.
What's that?
It's so unpopular.
Yeah. I mean, it is.
Corporate, like, who
they wrap it in a package that sounds good, right? It's like the stupid bills that they pass where it's like, oh, the Save America Act. And it's like, man, if I vote on this, I'm going to save America. No, you're not. You're damning America is what you're doing.
It's the exact opposite
over everyone. Yeah, exactly. Everything is the exact opposite of how it's packaged. That's how they get away with it. Stupid people are easy to trick, like there's.
See, this is what I love about Shadescast is that you could be conservative, liberal, libertarian, and we all basically agree on these basic tenets of existence.
Yeah, I mean, like I used to get in debates with my good buddy back in New Orleans all the time. And like he was more left-leaning, I'm more right-leaning. But we always had common ground. We always like shared a bit, like it was always civil or whatever until the whole like weird Trump divide thing showed up, and then he went off the walls. I was just like, hey, this guy seems like he's doing something all right. We'll see what happens. And then obviously it's not going well anymore, and clearly my opinion hasn't changed. Where like this. All right, this guy's an idiot, like we saw what happened, he sucked. I knew what was going to happen under Biden.
God,
like and so like, but like he acted like he didn't know what was going to happen under Biden. I'm like, how do you not know what's going to happen under Biden? Like Trump was like the controlled opposition, the controlled elite, essentially, the controlled downfall of the elite, right?
Yeah.
Basically, it's like they plan all of this out. They plan out like, oh, we're going to lose a little bit of power, but it's going to be easy to regain. And it's exactly. And it's to keep the rat from drowning, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like that scientific experiment where they put rats in a bucket of water, essentially, and it took them about 15 minutes to drown, right? They swam, and then they kind of just gave up after about 15 minutes and drowned.
Yeah.
But the rats that they would save, and then they'd put back in the water again, they swam for like 10 times longer because they still had that hope of being saved, right? So that's what they do with us. We are essentially rats in that experiment.
Why are we testing rats like that?
I don't know.
God.
But it shows something about what the mental manipulation that they can do on humans. They throw us a bone here and there, and then we're like, oh man, and then we keep hoping, and then we keep playing into the whole fucking game.
A good site for that. I can't. I used to follow it, but I just can't anymore. Is the Gateway Pundit. And they're just this. Oh, that. Oh my God. Did you see what Trump said today? Boom. Gotcha. I'm just like,
breaking bombshell. Anytime I see anything,
Dan Bongino says this.
Oh, Dan Bongino.
It's like a fucking
fuck
like he hit a 3-pointer. We're gonna win, guys.
Honestly, wait, hold on. We got to get into the Starseed children and what was it, QAnon and XRP and how they all wrapped together.
Okay.
Are we ready? We got to get to the actual meat of the episode.
Let's do it.
All right. So I did some little research. I had no idea. Some guy last night while I was streaming my other stream, which is just video games, he popped into my chat and started telling me about the Starseed children and how they worship Trump, and it all somehow ties into QAnon, and then also somehow XRP, the cryptocurrency, is tied into it too. And so like I did a little research, just like AI research before we started the show, and I looked up like what is a Starseed person, and here's the definition: a Starseed is a metaphysical concept describing an individual who believes their soul originated from another star system, dimension, or alien civilization before incarnating on Earth. According to New Age belief, these souls are spiritually advanced and come to Earth to guide humanity and elevate collective consciousness, which sounds a lot like
Mormonism.
No. Scientology. It sounds almost exactly like Scientology.
So these are Trump supporters?
Hold on. We're getting there. Slow down. We got to keep reading about the Starseed. Prominent there's types of Starseeds, common characteristics. Sorry, I need to drink some water. My throat is dry. So there are people who identify as Starseeds often report feeling a combination of the following traits: cosmic connection, which is feeling a deep, unexplainable pull towards the stars in the night sky; persistent homesickness, a lingering, melancholic feeling of not belonging on Earth or yearning for a home they cannot quite name. And then a heightened sensitivity, being empathetic, intuitive, or feeling overwhelmed in large crowds. So basically like an autistic person. And then old soul wisdom, often possessing a natural sense of maturity, wisdom, and a drive for spiritual growth. I don't know why I'm reading all this. The core mission, let's get to this better. In Starseed lore, it is believed that souls agreed to be born on Earth to aid in a planetary awakening. All right. Now this is where we're getting into the QAnon stuff, right? A planetary awakening, but they have their cosmic memories wiped upon birth. The ultimate goal of the Starseed is to awaken to their true origins, remember their mission, and to use their spiritual energy to help heal the planet and guide humanity into a higher state of being, right? Right, but the Great Awakening, like the awakening, right? Isn't that what QAnon's all about? Is like waking up the normies and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I googled how are Starseed people and QAnon connected?
Oh God.
The intersection of Starseed beliefs and QAnon lies in a phenomenon researchers call conspirituality. Which I love this term.
Conspirituality.
Yeah. The blending of New Age spiritualities with far-right political conspiracy theory.
Far-right cosmic beliefs.
So and you guys, you remember the QAnon shaman, right?
QAnon shaman, yeah. How can we get that guy? We saw him.
Jake, I know. We met him live.
I know.
At the Capitol. Oh my God. We were there. Yeah. Jacob Chansley.
Jacob Chansley, yeah, I remember that dude. I should have gone up there and punched him in the face for being a fucking dumbass.
No, I don't know if you know this about Jacob, but he runs a YouTube channel called Starseed Academy.
Oh, dude.
He has the New Age Ascension terminology and hard-right QAnon globalist conspiracy theories. Okay, hold on. So the overlap at a high level, secret knowledge. Both systems rely on secret or hidden knowledge that only an awakened elect few can understand, right? Only the Anons and the Starseed children can understand the secret knowledge. The cosmic war of good versus evil. I didn't know about any of this shit until just now while I'm reading this. But this is by far one of the funniest fucking conspiracy theories I've ever heard in my life.
Wait. The term is conspirituality.
Yes, it's conspiracy and spirituality together.
But like, is there sexuality in there? Because like when I hear conspirituality, I feel like I should be like touching myself or something. Why not?
I mean, the weird thing is there are attractive women.
We're all so pent up. Why not touch yourself during conspirituality? I've got a conspiracy. Someone touch me, for God's sake. God.
Brandon, you're married.
It doesn't matter.
Just the cosmic war of good versus evil, right? So this also ties into those QAnon people who think there's like some white hats versus the black hats. You know,
I got some white hats for you right here.
I'm wearing a white hat right now. Starseeds believe
I'm about to seed everywhere. I'm about to seed all over this table.
Jesus Christ. All right, so we went over this. Starseeds believe their extraterrestrial soul sets Earth to fight dark forces and shift humanity into higher dimensions. QAnon followers believe they are digital soldiers exposing a global cabal of elites. This is hilarious because the global cabal of elites has been exposed so long ago that like the fact that there's people that are still trying, like that think that they're still doing it, or like in the process of doing it, it's just retarded.
Digital soldiers.
All right, and then there's the savior complex that kind of wraps all into this, where extraterrestrials or multidimensional entities, often central to the Starseed lore, easily merge with QAnon narratives where figures like Donald Trump or cosmic forces act as saviors, because they literally worship Donald Trump like he is a god, right? He's like a Starseed god. It's really bizarre. And then there's the alien government plot, right? You've heard the alien government plots that we talked about this last stream with the exposure or whatever, disclosure.
I'm about to expose myself. It's Pride Month, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna go on a parade.
Just go around chanting gay sex. What are we here for? Gay sex. What do we want more of? Gay sex.
It's Pride Month, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm sorry.
Alien government plots. All right, so like obviously the QAnon people and the Starseed people believe that there's an evil alien, plot.
The Greys.
Yeah, we got the Greys. I think they're more worried about the lizard people. What are they called? The reptilians, right? I think the QAnon people and the Starseed people are more worried about the shape-shifting reptilians who have infiltrated our government and are running things, right? So they're planning to expose. Hold on.
Gray sex.
Allied influencers now frequently mix crystals, energy healing, and alien DNA testing with dark warnings about corrupt world governments. Experts from the Middlebury Institute emphasize that holding Starseed beliefs doesn't inherently make someone a far-right extremist. However, the shared belief in hidden conspiratorial realities acts as an ideological gateway. It's like a gateway drug, right? Being a Starseed believer is a gateway drug into far-right extremism.
Honestly, what? Gray sex. What do we want now?
The alien DNA.
sex now.
We need it.
Beam me up in my butt. Beam me up in my butt.
Probe my butt. It's gay month. Probe my butt. It's gay pride sex month.
What do we want? Gray sex. When do we want it? Now.
Now. So yeah, these spiritual believers are highly vulnerable to radicalization. I think the Middlebury Institute needs its own conspirituality. They need to find God in their own conspirituality. Maybe their God was Joe Biden, and that's why they seem like they have dementia.
Spirituality, it's like up and down and
okay, so that's how the Starseed people in QAnon are connected. Now here is the icing on the cake is XRP cryptocurrency. Okay.
Oh my God.
The QAnons believe that XRP, which is the QAnon XRP phenomenon, is a prominent financial conspiracy theory blending extreme political prophecies with cryptocurrency investing. Believers are convinced that the digital asset XRP will replace the worthless US dollar as the dominant global interbank settlement currency as part of a massive impending financial reset. And there are they absolutely believe this. I have argued with these retards on the internet. I was like, hey, BRICS is terrible. If BRICS happens, the US dollar is worthless, right? It's weird that Trump is butting up with China, Russia, India, who else? Brazil, like all of these countries that are part of BRICS, right? It's really weird because it almost seems like he's going to tank the US dollar, which is the petroleum dollar. And the only way that our dollar has value right now is because of it's the only currency that you can trade oil in. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
It's one of those hidden secrets that is right out in front. But so anyway, the core beliefs and mechanics of this QAnon XRP conspiracy theory is the Great Reset. Proponents believe the global financial system is on the verge of collapsing and being replaced by a quantum-based financial architecture backed by NESARA GESARA conspiracy lore. XRP as the savior in this narrative, Ripple's XRP token is anointed as the singular asset that will inherit the new system. Supposedly making early investors multimillionaires overnight. Once we stop using the US dollar, we're going to go straight to XRP, and we're all going to become multimillionaires if you jump on the bandwagon early. But honestly, I think Bitcoin is going to be the
I'm just going to be honest with the people out there watching this.
Yeah.
I invested life savings into Trump coin.
Okay. My child's entire college tuition,
Trump coin,
the savings. Yeah, I put it straight into True Social coin.
It was anointed by God. Anointed by God.
By the Starseed Lord himself.
Starseed. Golden Starseed and XRP.
Well, we were on the phone together. I mentioned the quantum financial system. You're like, what the fuck is that?
Quantum financial system is gold. Gold is here with us today with the XRP. Donate your XRP.
Take your children's college funds and dump it into XRP.
Hide your children. Hide your wife.
Hide your savings too. All right, so the quantum financial system adherents heavily on the quantum buzzword. linking updates like Ripple's roadmap for
I've never heard that word
readiness.
before.
You've never heard of quantum mechanics or quantum computing or...
I have a company called Quantum Mechanics.
That's right. That's right. You spelled it wrong though.
Buzzword here. Yeah, I spelled it with a K. It's like Kwame Brown. Quantum. Quantizzle. KWANTUN. Quantum.
Okay. So the storm. Have you heard of the QAnon people refer to the storm? How far have you gone down the QAnon rabbit hole?
I mean, no,
I
haven't because it's so
my God.
ridiculous. Just on its face.
Yeah, that's why it's hilarious to read.
Face.
It's
like I don't have time to study the delusions, like the
you gotta read it like it's fiction.
The glossary of disillusions. Why? It's like
because
I've read Lord of the Rings. I don't need to read the same about QAnon. It's like QAnon Gandalf. I don't want to know about. All right.
Why not? You know what, Brandon? I think this is a problem with you.
This is my. You're right. It's like, who is so in this realm? I mean, if we're doing like crypto, gray alien, conspiracy sexualism, QAnon shit.
Wait, where's sexualism come into it?
Oh, sorry, I just sprinkled that in. I mean, it's just like, you know.
No, it's Pride Month. I get it.
What did but did QAnon people get laid?
I think they do.
No, they don't.
I don't know. They're really old boomers. I feel like.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. So now that we know about the quantum financial system, which is just a buzzword that XRP uses. So hold on. I gotta research. So XRP, quantum financial system, Starseed.
Again, I'm about to Starseed my own quantum financial system right now. Okay.
Hold on. Now listen.
I've got a Starseed for you. I've got 1 billion of them, ladies and gentlemen. I can just
hold on. Brandon, settle down.
God.
Submerged with the spiritual concepts of the QAnon adjacent lore, Starseeds. They're viewed as spiritually advanced souls. Yeah, we all know that stuff. But they're ushered in from a higher dimension of 5D Trump chess. Through Binance. Binance, quantum financial system.
8D. I've got an 8D right here. Screw your 5D.
While theories paint quantum financial systems as magic or divine intervention, actual development is highly technical. Ripple recently introduced a practical multi-phase roadmap to prepare XRP ledger for post-quantum cryptographic standards to guard against future computing threats entirely divorced from New Age concepts. Whatever. I think that they think. All right, now this is my. I haven't done enough research to really go down this rabbit hole, but I think that these people, these Starseed people, the QAnon Starseeds,
do they have like
the Star Children?
Is this like
the Star
hand sign? Star Children.
Star Children. It's like from like Dude, Where's My Car? Where they're like, Hail Zoltan.
Zoltan.
Hail Zoltan. They're wearing like bubble wrap.
Starseed.
The Starseeders. I think that they think. Now this is my. I'm making this up as I go. I think that they think that if they invest in XRP, they're money on Earth will be transferred to their Starseed when Trump comes with alien spacecrafts to take them away from the planet. I think they do believe this, that Trump has spaceships that are going to come take 144,000 Starseed children from the Earth, that they have to have all of their money in XRP in order to have that money on the spaceships.
So it's like essentially it's the same story as it's like, well, the second coming of Christ.
It's like a weird combination of Christianity and Scientology with cryptocurrency mixed in there.
People believe, and I mean, people believe all kinds of things, and I'm not here to say, all right, you're right, you're wrong. I mean, there's some things I'm just like, well, that's not for me. I don't think that's correct. This sounds very fantastical.
It has to be true. Golden eagle, golden, what is it? Golden white eagle. Hold on, there's like this guy. From Joseph White Eagle. Joseph White Eagle, hold on.
I mean, this is just, I understand and I respect.
This isn't entertainment.
Oh,
all right, so there's a guy named Joseph White Eagle, and he teaches focus on the children of the 7th generation and light warriors, who are spiritual souls sent to awaken people and bring peace to Mother Earth. This philosophy blends traditionally with the Starseed New Age bullshit. But he also is a crazy Trump tard, where he thinks that Trump is like literally like the star god. Like what was it? Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord. Trump is Star-Lord, right? And there's like 144,000 star children on the planet, and they're going to be all saved with XRP. And there's these things called med beds.
I mean, are they going to be ready for it? Like, what's going to happen? Like, so it just happens. The rapture happens. And then, like, are they going to be wearing the right clothes? Are they going to, like, pack their shoes? Are they going to have a toothbrush? What the fuck is going to happen? So, like, the gray aliens are going to come in, and then the reptilians are going to be like the cats, like, with the lasers. Like, no, you can't have them. And then it's like, well, we've invested in XRP, and so we're saved. And then Trump is going to be like,
we're going home. It's gonna be like that episode of Twilight Zone. If you've ever watched Twilight Zone, that there's an episode called "To Serve Man." And basically, these tall grays come to Earth, and they basically solve all of the world's problems, like hunger, war, everything. They solve all of the world's problems, and then they start taking people into their spaceships and flying them back to their home planet. And the whole time they have this book that one of the aliens left, and they're trying to decode what it says, and they decode like the front page.
Bleep, bleep, bloop,
it's called To Serve Men, right? And so they're like, oh, this is like just a guide to like how to help us, essentially. But then they start translating it further, and it's a fucking cookbook for humans, and they're just taking humans back to their planet to eat them. Great episode. I'm sorry I spoiled the ending, but if you never watched Twilight Zone, it's way ahead of its time. So good.
That's bizarre.
So good.
That's bizarre. I was thinking more of like a childhood's end, where like Trump is like the demonic, the alien guy that looks like Satan, and then he's like, "Come up to my spaceship. We will save you."
Did you watch that? Did you watch that Jay Dyer thing about aliens and the demonic and the Nephilim and all that? Dude, that was such a good,
here and there, yeah, here and there. I basically kind of understand where he's coming from on that, and then other people's perspectives on it. Like, there's a lot of just like with the abduction phenomenon. like a lot of it is actually like intelligence operations that are basically seeding this. So like you said, like the Twilight Zone
It's
had
like
the
an
gray
acid trip.
aliens, the gray aliens back then. But then again, like you have to just like look at it logically, just like global warming. If you look at just like the whole alien abduction phenomenon, it just doesn't add up. And so what a lot of these people are experiencing is like psychosis, but a lot of it is like essentially like MK Ultra like style
Exactly.
abuse.
Right, and the way they do MK Ultra is through hallucinogens and acid.
And trauma, it's trauma-based mind control. And so
Yeah, that's
they
true. Yeah.
disassociate, but then, so like it's like, well, a lot of these people were a part of these programs and abused, or what's happening is it's just disinformation. And so it's like, well, why would the government do that? Well, because the government has this like advanced technology and it is a distraction away. It's like, oh, well, there's these there's these off-world entities versus the government having this like, you know, groundbreaking technology, zero energy technology, and holding it back from the rest of the world and making us pay for fucking fossil fuels and things like that. So, it's
Fossil fuels are like one of the most abundant resources on the planet, and they pretend
there's
like it's
oceans
not.
of it, and there's
Yeah.
oceans of it.
Yeah.
And inside the earth, and they're not even like fossil fuels. It's like it's just like
If people knew how much oil there was under the ground, they wouldn't pay as much money as they're paying for it right now.
exactly. And so
It's
the whole point
manufactured
is
scarcity.
like yeah, it's all scarcity. So even when I'm talking and I'm like articulating the disinformation, I am also perpetuating the disinformation, right? By even mentioning fossil fuels. So gray aliens harvesting you with lizards, alien human hybrids, having sex with cows, crop circles, yet there's zero energy, anti-gravity, like insane technology, and half the world is in poverty. That's fucked up.
Hold on a sec. This sounds crazier than Starseed children.
I mean,
I think they've found alien tech on Earth for sure. I think they've been trying to reverse engineer it. I think they've been able to reverse engineer some of it. I don't know if they've actually had contact with aliens themselves. But
we are the aliens.
Oh, we're the aliens.
We are the Starseed.
So now you're saying that we're Starseed children. You believe in the insemination theory? Planetary insemination?
Not artificial insemination, let me tell you that.
Well, like an asteroid brought life to Earth kind of type thing?
Never
Like
heard
we're not, you've never heard that?
an asteroid brought life
Yes.
to Earth.
Yeah, something carrying us brought us to Earth, like an asteroid or something brought
If I saw an ass
living
asteroid,
organisms.
that gives me life. A big old asteroid.
A big booty Latina asteroid.
It's like coming in hot, ladies and gentlemen. Are those real? See, you have to ask that these days. Are those ham hocks real?
You can tell.
Implants?
You can tell.
I mean, I've never seen women so disfigured before.
Dude, some black ladies go a little too hard on the Brazilian butt lifts, and
I'm just saying, like, women are beautiful by themselves. Why are we putting implants in women?
I mean, I think the ones I think there is a healthy balance, right? Like I think so. Women want to remain young, right? Like that's what it always is. They want to be young and beautiful. Men age a lot better than women traditionally, right?
Men age wonderfully.
Yeah, men age very well, and women do not age well. And so women try to, they have to do all the the fake shit to themselves to try and appear young and attractive.
Forever young.
So you know they
young.
think things and they shoot themselves full of saline.
Oh, gross.
What?
Saline? It's like
saline.
Oh,
Yeah, they just take a little saline and they just stick it in their lips and all sorts of stuff.
a little saline solution.
Mm-hmm. Just gotta stick it in your lips. Yeah, hell, our disgusting looking what's her name? The fucking press secretary. She had all the little needle marks around her lips. She's getting those injections into her lips.
It's disgusting.
Bring back Kayleigh McEnany. That chick was solid. This new girl that we have, she's a dog-faced pony soldier.
You lying dog-faced pony soldier.
To coin the phrase, she's a lying dog-faced pony soldier. Oh my god.
I don't want to hear about foreign policy. Okay, I just want to see my president tell it like it is. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
I think Trump is still fairly honest. He pretty much just kind of says things outright. He's not very secretive about stuff. But I also think he's wildly uninformed and misinformed by all of the
neophytes.
People, the neocons that are around him. Yeah,
you can tell they're just sycophantic.
Well, think about we got rid of Tulsi Gabbard, right? Like we don't have an intelligence person, like what was the head of the Central Intelligence. We don't have one, right? Like Trump appointed some guy that is a house builder or something, to be the head of intelligence.
So
it's like because he doesn't take any intelligence from American intelligence. He takes it all from Israel. Israel essentially runs our intelligence as far as Trump's concerned.
Well,
and they lie constantly. That's all they do is lie. And so he believes them, and then he gets into these stupid situations where now everyone in America is fucking pissed at him. And he's like, how do I bring back the love? Oh, I'll leak a phone call where I called BB a son of a bitch. And it's like, dude, I don't fucking care. It's like the only way I would care is if you just cut all ties with Israel. Just like say fuck Israel, we're out.
The Strait of Hormuz is closed.
Yeah, it's still closed.
I don't care what you call the prime minister of Israel. You fucked up.
Yeah, fucked up big time.
And then we're all being dragged into this because
we're all suffering the consequences. And he's like, well, it's because Iran can't have a nuke. And I'm like, dude, Iran is not going to have a fucking nuke, okay? And even if they did, who gives a shit?
Pakistan has a fucking nuke.
Yeah, Israel has a nuke.
They literally have sex with goats, okay?
Yeah,
they're goat fuckers, and they have a nuke.
Everyone's got a nuke.
And the Persians can't have a nuke? They're one of the oldest civilizations on the face of the earth.
The Babylonians don't want the Persians to have a nuke.
You know, it's not supposed to make sense. That's the point.
I think it was just made it make
sense.
If
it was rational and logical, then of course none of this would be an issue. But it's just like we're built off of this like permafrost, just years and years of illogic, lies, and
they've all been coming from a communist source. Yeah, for sure.
The commies.
The commies.
The commies. I mean, like, it's funny. There was like people from China. Someone was like, well, I'm a socialist. And then the Chinese people were like, that's worse than the commies.
Socialism is just communism light.
They don't even get the respect. God. Well, I mean, I'm glad I learned about this QAnon XRP.
Yeah. So now you know.
Starseed children.
Brandon, I think you can save yourself on one of Donald Trump's spaceships if you just invest in XRP.
But what was Trump coin all about? Why did I invest my life savings into Trump coin? What, so his sons could just make millions and millions of dollars?
That was a rug pull, yes. Absolutely.
I mean, it's just like, and we're supposed to trust this guy on foreign policy, yet he just did like a massive fucking money laundering, like pump and dump scheme where his family makes all this fucking, and his neophytes around him make all this money, and then all the people who invested in it just get fucked.
Yeah, our foreign policy is Israel's foreign policy, and which is the Council on Foreign Relations policy, essentially. It's all the same. Actually, you know what? Let me grab a book real fast, and I'll show you the entire chart of all of the different little groups, like the Council of Rome and all of these groups, and how they're all interconnected.
Club of Rome, yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Shadescast, episode 3. Just letting loose. There's a lot of information out there, and we're going through it.
We're back. All right, so this book, it's in reverse right now, but it's the conspirators' hierarchy, Committee of 300.
Wait, it's conspirituality.
Oh yeah, conspirituality.
Oh my god, I feel like touching myself.
The story of the Committee of 300. So anyway, in this book, let me see if I can find the chart. This guy literally like names all of the actual people who are running the world. He like actually names the people. This book is amazing. See all these? These are all actual names of people.
Was Epstein in there?
Let me see. It's in alphabetical order. Let me get to the E. A, B, C, D.
I want you to adore me.
No, I don't see Epstein on here. Lord Ellsworthy, though, is in here. Forbes is in here. Sir Hugh Fraser is in here. Well, anyway, old Hugh.
Huge Manus.
It's got all of the special foundation, all of their corrupt foundations. It's got all of the banks that are associated with this. This book is amazing. If you guys want to actually know literally every single player on the chessboard, this is your book. Let me find. Oh God, it's like I know it's in the back of the book somewhere.
Hugh
Janus. Oh, here it is. All right. Here's the chart. Here's the chart. The Committee of 300 sits at the top of this entire tree, right? And I'll read it on the way down. So below that is the Zionism, communism, Fabianism, liberalism, socialism, and the right wing, right? And then you have the United Nations and the member nations. And then you have the kings of Saudi Arabia, the sheiks of Dubai, and the Kuwait and the UAE, right? And those people sit right below the Committee of 300. And then below that is the British intelligence, which runs all of the intelligence agencies. It runs Interpol, CIA, Mossad, and all the other intelligence agencies. And then what sits under that is the Royal Institute of International Affairs, which sits above the Tavistock Institute of Human Relations, which sits above the Club of Rome. And the Tavistock, so Interpol, the CIA, Interpol, they're all associated with the drug trade, which is what you were talking about with the crack being imported into America, right? Or being sold in America.
Yeah.
That was all the CIA was selling that crack.
Yeah, and the Clintons were a big part of that. Through the mafia in Arkansas, which is why they're a basically protected class.
So the Royal Institute of International Affairs is it's an umbrella for Rhodes Milner Group, the Round Table, Freemasonry and other secret societies, and the 9 Unknown Men, global terrorism, petroleum banking, mining, insurance, commerce, industry. And then also they control religious organizations, one world government church.
I thought the Vatican would be further up there.
The Vatican is part of the Royal Institute of International Affairs. And then that sits above the Tavistock Institute. Literally, the Royal Institute is just below, I guess, the United Nations, which, you know, it's all the Zionists and communists and Fabianists and liberalism, liberals and socialists, and then the right wing, whatever, extremists, wherever the fuck they are, the neocons. Let's just call them neocons. And then the spin-off of the Tavistock Institute are the institutions, right? Which is SRI, MIT, IPS, Rand, Hudson, and Wharton. I think Harvard is also in there as well, and Stanford. And then, and then the drug trade is part of the British East India Trading Company, which originated from the Dutch East India Trading Company. It all has to do with opium, the opium trade, and cocaine, which is all also funneled through Hong Kong. Hong Kong is a big opium seller, and then the London Council.
Wow. I need to get that book.
This book is fucking amazing. Like, I can't recommend this book enough to anyone and everyone. And it's that guy that I sent you that video of, Dr. John Coleman. This dude is a genius. He's like another G. Edward Griffin. Amazing. We should play his video at some point on the stream or something, and then just do like we probably won't get too far into it because it's like we'll have to pause it a lot, because there's just so much.
Yeah, it's mind blowing
in like an hour.
I mean, and I've been following this since like 2008. Like,
I didn't start following this until 2020. I literally was totally asleep until 2020.
Well, I mean, but then like you hear these things just like mind blowing, and you start really seeing the fabric of control.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start seeing through the mechanisms of distraction.
Oh yeah.
And then you can start seeing the effect it's having on other people, and then it manifests in a physical way. So like in San Antonio, most people are like obese. And
most Americans, yeah, for sure.
And it's just like they're
they care more about like the next Netflix fucking show and, you know, what's going on in sports ball.
I mean, I'm having existential crises because I'm like, it's like existential dread. And I talked to someone today, a bartender today, and she is recently like woken up, and she's like going down the rabbit holes of everything. And
don't let her become a Starseed child.
I was like, well, you know,
save her from the Starseed children. Don't let her become a QAnon Starseed XRP person.
Oh my God. Well, I think I've got to go.
Yeah, I got to go.
Where my wife is, and where my life is. I have to go invest in XRP right now.
Yes.
And then
buy this book.
I'm gonna go anally probe a gray right now.
There you go.
I'm going.
Hey, it's Gay Pride Month.
It's Gray Pride.
Gray Pride.
Gray Pride.
We need to come up with a flag. Oh my gosh, it's just gonna be gray. It's like it's gonna be like the LGBTQ flag, but it's just gray.
Aliens are gray too.
Yeah. With like a lizard eyeball.
Gray too, yeah.
Where that circle
a lizard people on being humped by a gray.
What the fuck is happening behind you? Is that a lighted? What was that?
That was
aliens.
That was.
He's gonna get probed.
That was a gay gray. That was
A gay gray spaceship.
that was Trump on his gay ship, his gay spaceship. He's got his grays just like anally probing everyone.
Listen, Joseph White Eagle is going to save us all.
I've got a white eagle for you. No, okay, I gotta go. Was this a good episode?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I get like banned from society.
Yeah, we probably. Well, I don't know. I think people would find it entertaining.
Should. I mean, why not? Come on, like anyone, if you want to come on the episode and talk some shit, just let us.
If you want to tell us how we're retarded,
please do.
Yeah, please come.
All right, y'all. Well, let me do the outro, and this is the Shadescast podcast, episode 3. Like, follow, share. MOOZER, SICHUAN, PAPI, coming to you with hot takes. We're hot taking all over the place. All right.
And hot diarrhea.
All right, y'all. Here is the outro. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Sorry for everything.
Those are grades.
Oh, those aren't cats, they're gray.
Gray cats. All right.
We did it.
We did it. I have to figure out where my wife is. They called me. I don't give a rat's ass. But I have to, I kind of have to. So, gotta figure out what's going on in the real world. All right.
Take care.
Man.
Watch your butthole.